As one of the first car makers that set out the sales expedition overseas, BYD has made a big name for itself. Today, you're in for a treat with this BYD seal that seems to have been winning people's heart through the past few years. I'm Jack, this is our new episode of Owner's Words, where we have real car owners over to dig into their rides. This is a 2022 version with nominal 550 kilometers to go. It's been caught so many eyes at that time, and I'm sure Mr. Duan here lost his. 你好，董老师，你好，非常感谢您参加我们今天这次聊天节目啊。那首先第一个问题就是咱们这车当时花了多少钱买的？
花了22.38万。
当时在这个价位里面，你有看其他的车子吗？
因为我跟我老婆个头都不是太大，就说喜欢一个低趴一点的。当时比如说考虑的那个什么，极氪001啊，还有那个Model 3嘛。但是综合考虑好，一个是价格上面，就比如说价格比较适中，从那个当时对电车的理解的话来说哈，对比亚迪还是比较可信，因为像电机、电控、电池这块都是自研的，而且。我是比亚迪有一点了解啊，就以前跟他打过交道，他的那种工程师文化，对不对？还是比较敬仰的哦，就很多的比亚迪的那个海报。
总的来说啊，您觉得就从您自己主观审美来说，您觉得这车算不算一个好看的车？
算是好看的车。
那这个是有前备箱也有后备箱，
可以装很多东西。
这个储存空间还是挺干净的，但是可能会比特斯拉这个可能会少一点，对吧？
对，但我觉得其实够用了。后备箱可以装各种乱七八糟的东西。后面空间也比较大，最主要的是后座可以放倒，这个功能对我比较适用。
这辆车因为是辆3厢车嘛，然后像极氪001那种，我相信您当时也看了，它应该是一个掀背车。那您会觉得这两种后备箱的方式，会有不一样的感觉吗？
本面更酷一点，但是各有个好处。但是我觉得其实我对那个要求不是很高，我觉得其实这个就挺好的。各有各的好处。
那外面咱们就差不多看完了。So now we're inside to see this whole interior. 段老师，那你更喜欢内饰还是这辆车的外观？
内心说啊，其实两个都很喜欢，
都很喜欢，必须得选一个。
必须选一个的话，我觉得内饰可能喜欢一点。
内饰会更喜欢一点。整个车里面实用性怎么样？你觉得？包括这个车机，这个车机好用吗？
车机好用，也还是比较快的。然后软件还可以自己装自己喜欢的软件。
它有语音控制吗？
有语音控制。好小迪或者小迪你好都可以。
你好小迪，
来吧。
关闭车窗。
没问题，副驾车窗关闭了。
整个就车内的按键布局方面，你觉得有没有什么不方便的地方？
还是没有，
都挺好的，
都挺好的。就是开几遍之后就记得在哪里，就是记想记所得嘛。
这辆车空间你觉得怎么样？
空间我觉得挺不错的。
平常你们是几个人用？家里
多数是3个人，
都是3个人，所以后排一般是有人的。
后面一般是对小朋友坐。
那后排的乘客对他这个后排满意吗？
满意，因为有时候比如说像爸妈他们大个的，觉得这个空间其实也是很够的。
OK，你对这个整个的内饰使用情况来看，你觉得10分满分，你是能打几分？
没啥不满意的，因为还是总体还是很满意，打个10分吧。
10分？哇，那是很高的，很高的，已经满分了。
对。
So this is a great cabin for our gentleman here and his families and friends or his kids. And it's roomy. It's got all the functional things around. It's got physical buttons. It's got rotating displays and very, very favorable color. Now I'm getting on with this car and there's still one part we have to do or it wouldn't be complete. So we're gonna hit the road. muscle cars vibe, and it gives me confidence actually, I have to say. And even though this is a BYD, which is not known for sporty or handling, but this one is actually better than Han, that executive car we tested a few months ago. That car feels wobbly and shaky. This one is firm. It's really, really firm. And just thinking about its rival, when it's launched, it's actually putting Tesla Model 3 as its competition. So I think that makes sense for me now. Well, probably we're not in some extreme condition, but just for now, like cruising, it feels really good. 郭老师，这个车的动力和底盘你觉得怎么样？
动力够用。
现在这车200匹，
参数我还不记得，但是反正基本上城市道路的话，反正想超个车还是非常简单。对。
你有试过其他的电车吗？在买这台车之后？
我还没试过。
还没试过啊？
哎。
就照您目前的说法，您是一个开慢车的人，可能这个车确实也是够用了。
对，基本上够用。
之后，您要换车了，您觉得智驾会是您的一个主要的考虑因素吗？
如果就是说可选的话，肯定优先还是可以加起嘛。
比如说，有些人会觉得比亚迪这个品牌有点土，您怎么看？
这个不会有，那个如果有些人觉得土，可能是比如说那是10年前的比亚迪或者怎么样。其实现在的比亚迪，你要了解比亚迪的话，其实你觉得它不土，其实是一个很牛的一个公司。
那您觉得如果要用3个词来形容比亚迪，您觉得是什么？
我觉得是实力、有格局，再一个就是那种工程师文化。
So our owner here, he has drastically different opinion about this brand than some people on the internet. Well, I don't know what will happen if we post this out. So if you have any different ideas about this brand or this car model, please leave comments below. Let me know. We'll have to discuss this. This is so interesting. 郭老师，当时是什么契机让你觉得你想买一辆车？
主要就是还是想试一下电车，一个是首先这个外观还是很吸引人嘛。当时看到比亚迪的那个技术也比较成熟了嘛，然后就决定买个这个车试一下。
这辆车有给您和您家人的生活带来什么样的改变吗？
不管是去哪里嘛，想去就去，不用考虑什么油费，考虑这考虑那，就是确实也方便，拉东西啊这些东西也可以，反正后备箱一放倒，很多大东西都可以装。
Obviously, this car has been a great help to the owner here. This is not his first car, but it's the best one he ever had. So based on our owners here, this is a proper equipped car. It's not like super fancy with features. It's not super fast. It's not super roomy. But it drives well. It feels good. It's comfortable. And it's pretty affordable. It's pretty economical. Well, for some guys that are after the cutting edge feature, the cutting edge technology, and especially the intelligent driving, which this car doesn't have. For some drivers that are seeking a sleek and very unique look, this one might not be the one. But Mr. Duan here is kind of conventional guy. So I think this kind of car is really just perfect for this segment, this part of people.
手机还在充电中，请勿遗落。
Did it just inform me? My phone. Oh, so cute, so considerate. Well, I have to say, thank you so much for all your sharing. It's very informative and it means so much to me. Thank you. And thank for you too. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like for more. We'll see you soon. I'm Jack. This is Where to Go. Stay tuned.